What's going on, good people? It's your girl Lance. Just wanted to kind of shoot the shit with y'all a little bit about something that I think is extremely, extremely important when it comes to the pursuit of your dreams, your goals, your aspirations, or whatever. I went through a transitional type period several months ago where I had to realize that I needed to get I needed to get certain things just out and away. And one of those things dealt with social media. And so I remember I was following some of my favorite pages and groups on social media that for the most part held some of the same views that I did. However, there were some things that just totally clashed with my viewpoints, my thoughts, my beliefs. And for a long time I went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, but that those things that I clashed with just it was just too much for me. Um, because I had to be careful of seeds being planted, especially when you have social media groups that have, huge followings, hundreds of thousands and even millions of people. Uh, you have to be careful because these types of people have an influence over, large groups of people. And not often is there dissension between the followers and the creator of the group, the leader of the group, or whatever you want to call it. Um, and for me, that viewpoint was about black wealth. Um, of course, we know statistically, black people as a whole um, hold very little wealth, even including the celebrities that are wealthy. When you throw them in the mix as well, black people hold very little of the wealth. However, this statistic isn't something that I choose to allow uh, to dictate me and how I move in my life and my aspirations for building wealth for my black family. Um, However, there are groups and factions, within our community that push the narrative and perpetuate the narrative that there's absolutely no chance for any black person to build wealth. And I just refuse to believe that. So I felt like if I continued to interact with within this group, I somehow would, on a subconscious level, start to believe that what they were saying is true. And the subconscious mind is it's a tricky thing, man. You can't always control what's coming into it, right? So for me, I felt like in order for me to be able to control that message, that vibration, I needed to completely separate myself from that. And even more difficult is applying that in your personal life, like in your real life, not just your social media life. So you have to understand that when you have a certain aim, you want to act in a way so that the universe, the ancestors will assist you in making that shit happen. And if I am busy spending all of my time with groups or people that don't hold that same aim, they don't have some sort of uh, definite chief aim, um, eventually I'll become one of them. Not to say, that them, quote unquote, are bad people or anything like that. It's just that we're not in alignment. You're not in alignment with the vibrations that I'm trying to pick up on from the universe right now. I'm trying to get in alignment with this thing over here. I'm not judging you or condemning you for what you're vibing with. It's just not my vibe. It's not the vibe that I'm trying to align with. Um, so you have to understand that you have to align with whatever goal it is that you have. If if your goal is to lose weight, you have to get into alignment with that. And what that basically means is you have to act in a way that shows that you want to lose weight. And then that momentum, the universe, the ancestors, they will move hell and high water to make that happen for you. You know, I can't yeah, I can't sit around saying I want to lose weight if I'm just going to be a couch potato. It's just not going to happen. Um, well, being a couch potato and just eating junk food all day, every day. That's not being in alignment with my definite chief aim, my goals. It's just not. It's a little, yeah. It's just not gonna work. So that has been probably one of the most difficult and sobering truths I've had in my uh, path toward my definite chief aim, is realizing that I'm going to have to make some cuts, and I'm going to have to align myself truly with what I want, if it's what I really, really, really want. Um, so that's something that you have to understand. And this path is a lonesome one. It's a lonely one. It can be very lonely, and it's easy to try to fall back into old patterns to soothe that loneliness. But you got to keep pushing. You really just got to keep pushing. Like you're almost there. Keep going. Keep going, regardless, no matter what. Don't let anybody, not even yourself, stop you from achieving all it is that you want to achieve. So if you find yourself clashing with ideals of other people, then that's a clear sign that you might need to reevaluate your relationship with those people, those groups, those factions, or whatever. Um, and that's pretty much where I am in my life right now. And it's not necessarily the fact that it's not so much as you cutting off other people, groups, and other things. It's more so I'm gonna spend more time with this over here that I am more in tune with. So you find yourself spending more time doing aligning yourself, and those other things will kind of get rid of themselves for you. So the universe will take care of all of that for you. So uh, if you're having the same type of struggle, challenge, or whatever, leave me some comments. Let's talk about it. How are you working through? How are you working through it? How will you get over it? How will you get through it? Um, has it been a long time? How difficult was the challenge for you, or is the challenge for you? But thanks for listening. Y'all have a good rest of your week.